I don't know if you're feeling like I'm feeling, but I feel like this year we are in extraordinary times. This Veterans Day, we stand locked in arms with those brave men and women who have served to protect our country, our values, and our citizens. Now, Jill and I recently had the privilege of attending an event recognizing Congressional Medal of Honor recipients. We were in the company of 19 of the 73 living recipients who, as the Medal of Honor describes, distinguished themselves by gallantry and intrepidity in action at the risk of their own lives while serving our great country. It was a humbling experience to hear these incredible sacrifices that each of these individuals made. At our table was retired Navy SEAL Thomas Norris. He received the Medal of Honor for his heroic acts in rescuing 2 downed pilots behind enemy lines during the Vietnam War. His courageous story was subsequently made into a movie called Bat 21 starring Gene Hackman. Mr. Norris was so humble and kind, without a hint of entitlement or bravado, even though he's been recognized with our nation's highest military honor. Now, I observed he had lost vision in one eye and assumed it was during this daring operation that earned him the Medal of Honor. However, I was wrong. While conducting another operation, he suffered a severe head wound and was assumed dead. One of his mission team members at the time, retired Navy SEAL Michael Thornton, refused to leave him behind, and he went back through a hail of fire to retrieve his commanding officer. He found him unconscious but alive and carried him to the water, where he found yet another wounded soldier, and he swam supporting both of them for over 2 hours. For his bravery, he too was honored with the Medal of Honor. His was another amazing story of dedication, commitment, and selflessness. When we discovered he was sitting at the next table, we couldn't help but be overwhelmed with gratitude for what these heroes have done for our country. On this Veterans Day, I'm not reminded of the pomp and circumstance that often signifies our military pride, but rather the quiet humility and depth of character that each of these incredible recipients display in their personal and professional lives, and their abiding love that they have for America. It's for all of our country's dedicated soldiers that I stand proud today, honoring them for their sacrifice. Let's never forget that regardless of our political persuasion, our religion, or race, we have much, much more in common than we have as differences. My hope is that we start focusing on our common beliefs and our values. Let's stand for what is right, for what is good, for what's America. I thank God for the United States of America and for the men and women who have stood in harm's way and served without fanfare for you and for me. May God bless America.